Buenos dias, remarkable lifers. So it is morning and we are in Centro at San Miguel de Allende and we are going to go on a tour. We are doing a walking tour of
San Miguel de Allende.
Historic
and
architecture, all of that. So we'll try to show you some stuff.
He's standing up on a curb.
No,
I'm not this short.
I'm just this tall.
Y hace un poco frío hoy.
Sí, es muy frío. Hace muy frío. Pero es nublado.
Oh.
Oops, es nublado. Está bien. All right, here we go. San Miguel de Allende was founded in 1542 by the Spanish as a small settlement called San Miguel el Grande. The settlement was named after the Archangel Michael. San Miguel el Grande quickly became an important trading center, becoming a popular destination for Spanish colonists. In the 20th century, San Miguel de Allende experienced a decline. The city was bypassed by the railroad and became a sleepy backwater town. However, in the late 20th century, San Miguel de Allende began a revival. Colonial architecture attracted artists and tourists, becoming a popular destination. Many foreigners came to study Spanish and art and stayed to live, creating an active and lively community. Our wonderful tour guide, Halal with Follow Me Tours, met us on the Central Plaza, or Zocalo. Reservations for the tour were made online through TripAdvisor for a slight discount, costing about 500 Mexican pesos per person. This was collected in pesos at the meeting point. We were given a one-way listening device to hear the tour guide speak along the way. Our tour started with one of the most iconic structures in San Miguel de Allende, the Parroquia de San Miguel Arcangel, or the Church of St. Michael Archangel.
So when you visit any city in Mexico, you've always got to look for the Central Plaza. It's going to be a lot of activity going on, all kinds of shops, restaurants, all that kind of stuff usually. And then right across the street is usually going to be the church.
The original Mexican exterior was built in the 17th century, and the current intricately carved pink stone Gothic facade was completed by Zeferino Gutierrez in 1880, a local self-taught architect and bricklayer. Gutierrez's inspiration is reported to have come from images of European Gothic churches. However, it is more of a product of his imagination than a true reproduction, making it a true one of a kind. It is said that the bells of San Miguel Archangel rang non-stop to summon the townspeople of San Miguel to the fiery events which sparked the Mexican War of Independence in 1810. These bells are still rung by hand to this day. Again, during the Mexican Revolution, the church was utilized as a hospital and military headquarters, incurring substantial damage and eventually fell into disarray. It took several decades to restore the structure and elegant interior. To the side of the parish is where you'll find San Rafael Church, which is established in 1742. According to tradition, this ancient church was the location of San Miguel's first Christian ceremony. Now, we don't want to give away the store. I mean, there was a lot of information about the history and the origins of San Miguel de Allende, the people, the architecture. But what I will tell you is that our tour guide was excellent at pointing out places of interest, such as the very first building and home that was noted as a Jewish family to come to San Miguel de Allende.
They came in the 1930s and they bought this property and renovated the house. They put the star, the animals as well. So a lot of people think that it was a synagogue, but this was never a synagogue. It's not a synagogue.
She was also very good at making sure that we had access to drinks, coffee, stop for snacks, whatever we needed to do along the way. We were also taken to Plaza San Jose, which is apparently the very first centro in San Miguel de Allende. Beautiful buildings, the churches, the statuary that are emblems of the country's history and of this area were very interesting. We were also taken into the Maison district, which was where all of the old hotels were in the early days of San Miguel de Allende. This particular one, Maison San Jose, is all original.
Year by year, all of these buildings are changing because gentrification. These rules are not always respected, depending on who is depending on who is rebuilding.
Our tour also took us to a very famous focal point, Calle Aldama. Calle Aldama is a very famous street with a very famous view. You'll notice in the pictures here, this might look familiar to you. But this is one of the original streets, and it shows how the districts in this town have been preserved. Now in this case, it has been rather gentrified, with some of these homes ranging in price from $1 million to $12 to $15 million. We were also taken into beautiful boutique hotels, which were made from original haciendas. These hotels retain a lot of the architectural elements inside and pay homage to all of the history of the area with beautiful, beautiful murals. Take a look at this. One of my favorite places that we were shown, and kind of a best kept secret, is the Sala Siqueiros. This is located in the Negromante Centro Cultural Ignacio Ramirez. This painting was carried out in a vaulted room of 550 square meters, considering all of the angles, the naves, the floors, in the memory of General Ignacio Allende, one of the most energetic insurgents in Mexico. It is the work of the outstanding artist David Alfaro Siqueiros in 1948, and though it is not finished, this elaborate process is a marvel of artistic endeavor. Due to the beautiful Spanish architecture and exceptional revitalization in the Spanish style, we often forgot that we were walking around in Mexico, especially at the Central Plaza. Our tour had ended, but our tour guide strongly recommended that we all visit the Casa de Allende Historical Museum, just located right next to the church on the town square. It is open Tuesday to Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and cost us about 75 pesos each. It is the home of Ignacio de Allende y Gonzaga, the main leader of the first stage of the War of Independence, and it profiles his life as a national hero and as being instrumental in the planning and execution of the beginning of this war. In the museum, visitors will be able to learn about the brief chronicle of the town of San Miguel El Grande during the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries, including settings of shops, bodegas, and pharmacies that you would have seen at the time. The spaces of the house in which the daily life of the De Allende family took place, living rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, stables, are all set as an example of how a Creole family lived at the beginning of the 19th century. Emphasis on these exhibits is placed on the Bourbon reforms that produced widespread discontent in the new Spanish population as a prelude to the Great American Rebellion.
So right now we're on our way to Fabrica La Aurora, if you're in English, and it is an old textile mill that's been converted into a place with cafes, shops, shopping, stuff like that. So this is really cool though, because we're walking there, and it's like a 15-minute walk-ish from Centro, from the plaza area, and you go out of that Centro area, and so like we're down in San Miguel de Allende, like in the neighborhoods and stuff like that. So this is really cool too. Come along.
Another destination that was recommended to us was the Fábrica La Aurora, Centro de Arte y Diseño. This is an old factory that is now a center of art and design. What was once a textile factory today houses canvases, sculptures, handicrafts by great artists who live in San Miguel. The Cultural Center of Art and Design, La Aurora, which has been unveiled as one of the main attractions in the city of San Miguel de Allende, has a plethora of art galleries, shops, stores, restaurants, and different things for you to do. Even if you're not looking to purchase, it is just absolutely interesting to walk through it.
Okay, so we've shot this sequence twice already, and I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not a high-end art gallery kind of a person, and so this place is kind of a little bit lost on me. I really wanted to go have coffee at this one place. I was impressed with the dog rescues and all that, and the burger was great. Gotta say that. There's actually a couple of coffee places in here, but yeah, if you're into high-end art and high-end art gallery and stuff, this is really cool. It looks amazing. It looks really festive. But yeah, we've had to shoot this segment twice because I'm not inspired.
Yeah, I'm like, KJ, this time can we just say what we really think, because I don't.
You got it.
People can read right through it. It's a beautiful property.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Lunch was delicious.
Yes.
They do have coffee here, and the galleries are beautiful.
And the grounds are amazing. Yeah.
They are high end. But I did also see some kind of lower end tchotchkes here, or things that you can buy elsewhere that were twice the price.
You did?
Yeah,
I didn't see any tchotchkes.
There was a couple little places.
Oh, okay.
But they were like twice the price.
I saw the 5,000 peso shirt that I can get.
When I say tchotchkes, I mean the high-end tchotchkes. But you can buy them in town for half the price. Like it's a little pricey out here, and I think they're covering the rent. That's me. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's a really cool place to go.
Yeah, go visit it.
Yeah, check it out. Not everybody is looking for high-end design, but it really did make for an interesting place, and the hamburgers were amazing. In 2020, the population of San Miguel de Allende was 175,000 people, with an estimated 25 to 30,000 of those comprised of foreign residents. This city has become a destination for cuisine, architecture, rest, spirituality, and worldwide travelers. While there, we experienced people from every possible country of origin and language. San Miguel de Allende was named a UNESCO World Heritage City, joining such places like Venice, Istanbul, Paris, and Rome, among others, in this unique distinction. Many believe that all of San Miguel de Allende has always looked the way it does today. However, demand for upscale eateries, hotels, and other businesses have prompted a renaissance of sorts, making the city match the iconic Spanish architecture. Historic photos shared with us by our guide reveal that as recent as the 1960s, there were not the classic paving stone sidewalks and streets one may associate with a European city, but they were rustic and rough. While the original center of town may have had some of these elements, the aesthetics have evolved over time until they are what you see today. With that said, it is an inspiringly beautiful city, built on the hillsides with rambling streets and classic avenues lined with villas. This city recalled memories of the time that we spent in Barcelona's Gothic district and even San Francisco.
Oh, well, by the time you see this is the last day, but we figured
the last morning.
Yeah, we figured we'd save it. You can tell we just woke up. But we figured we'd save it for our closing because it's kind of fitting.
If you haven't already,
Go find your truly remarkable life.